You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid. Stupid.
If you just read the bio for Dr. Steve, host of Weird Medicine on Sirius XM 103 and made popular by two really comedy shows, Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez, you would have thought that this guy was a bit of, a clown.
Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
I've got diphtheria crushing my esophagus. I've got Ebola virus dripping from my nose. I've got the leprosy of the heart valve, exacerbating my incredible woes. I want to take my brain now and blast it with the wave, an ultrasonic, echographic, and a pulsating shave. I want a magic pill for all my ailments, the health equivalent to Citizen Kane. And if I don't get it now in the tablet, I think I'm doomed and I'll have to go insane. I want a requiem for my disease. So I'm paging Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve.
From the world-famous Cardiff Electric Network studios in beautiful downtown OJ City, it's Weird Medicine, the first and still only uncensored medical show. Previously in the history of broadcast radio, but now a podcast. I'm Dr. Steve with my little pal, Dr. Scott, the traditional Chinese medicine provider, gives me street cred with the wacko alternative medicine assholes. Hello, Dr. Scott.
Hey, Dr. Steve.
This is a show for people who never listened to a medical show on the radio or the internet. If you got a question you're embarrassed to take to your regular medical provider, if you can't find an answer anywhere else, give us a call at 347-766-4323. That's 347-POOHEAD. Follow us on Twitter at Weird Medicine or at DrScottWM. Visit our website at drsteve.com for podcasts, medical news, and stuff you can buy. Most importantly, we are not your medical providers. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Don't act on anything you hear on the show without talking it over with your healthcare provider. Don't forget stuff.drsteve.com, stuff.drsteve.com, where you can get Wet Brain, the game of trolls and losers. It's a fun party game. The production cost is kind of high, so I have to sell it but it is a custom-made game, and if you're a WATP fan, you'll recognize a lot of the artwork. It's from Troy Smith, and they're, caricatures of Carl and Jenny Jingles and producer Chris and people like that in there. But having said all that, even if you know nothing about the Dabbleverse, it is a really fun party game. Maybe what we'll do one night is we'll videotape us playing it. But anyway, check that out, and then also check out roadie.drsteve.com, or you can just scroll down at stuff.drsteve.com to see the Roadie robotic tuner. And don't forget Dr. Scott's website at simplyherbals.net, and check us out at patreon.com/weirdmedicine. I'm putting up old episodes that can't be found anywhere else. And then when we start doing these live streams after the wedding.
The wedding of the century.
Yes, it's less than a month away, and everybody is
freaking out, man.
Freaking the F out, except for the bride and groom and me. So
at least
they're doing okay.
Yeah.
But
it's usually the way it is, isn't it?
Everybody else is freaking the fuck out. But anyway, patreon.com/weirdmedicine. And then if you want me to say fluid to you, mama, or answer some medical question or whatever, and you want to pay for that, which I don't know why you would want to, you can go to cameo.com/weirdmedicine. All right, how are things at Simply Herbals going?
Pretty well.
Yeah?
Busy, still pretty busy.
Yeah?
It's up and down. It's up and down.
But you have the CBD nasal spray
we do.
back in stock.
Yeah, we've got everything. We get really busy in the springtime.
Yeah.
And fall when allergies are a little bit worse. So, so we're able to catch back up. So.
Yeah, my allergies don't really bother me in the middle of winter and the middle of summer.
Yep, me either.
I'm fall and spring.
Oh, gosh. Just miserable.
Those Bartlett pears.
God, the worst.
It sounds they sound delicious, but they're evil.
They're evil
plants from hell.
I can see when they turn white, I start sneezing.
Yeah,
and then when they turn green from the bottom up, and right outside our office, our whole parking lot's covered with them.
Oh,
I mean our whole parking lot.
Are?
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, and you can see them from the bottom up. They'll start turning green from the bottom, and by the time they get to the top, and they turn all green and
then
white.
You're good.
I'm usually pretty good. So every day I get to look outside and go, oh God, please hurry.
See, there was a legit use for paraquat.
Yes. Yes.
By the way, we had a listener send me a note, two notes. One is an article in Nature, which is not some,
Namby-pamby.
namby-pamby, run-of-the-mill,
Right on.
shite journal, because there are a bunch of those out there.
Yes.
But this was about people with leukemia taking energy drinks, and they linked taurine,
Sure.
amino acid,
Sure.
in the energy drinks to progression of the blood cancer.
Oh, no.
And so they're thinking that this amino acid may preferentially fuel these cancer cells, but it was found to, there was statistical significance in the acceleration of the disease progression. So if you have someone in your family or you yourself have leukemia, you may want to avoid energy drinks with taurine until we know for sure what the hell's going on with this. Now, taurine is a natural amino acid. It's found in meat and fish and other things, all things that you're supposed to, eat and to be healthy. So, what they say is taurine promotes leukemogenesis. That is the development of leukemia cells. And when you megadose it, there are taurine capsules, or you're taking a taurine supplement in the form of an energy drink, you're kind of overwhelming the natural balance of amino acids. Now you've got a preponderance of this stuff, and that's why. So,
Fuel to the fire.
Yeah. Now, having said all of that, this was a mouse study. Okay. So we have to be very careful extrapolating before we ban taurine for cancer patients. We need to hold off until we have human data. Taurine has been proven useful as a supplement in chemotherapy, and there are studies out there that show that taking taurine can protect against some chemotherapy induced toxicity. So if it were me, if I didn't have leukemia and I had some solid cancer, I might take taurine while I was doing chemo. Maybe it helps prevent chemotherapy-induced neuropathy or other things like that.
Okay.
But anyway, that's I just want to throw that one out there. It was kind of an interesting study, and I can post the link on to Nature on our website, maybe, if you'll remind me, because I'll forget 5 minutes from now. All right. You got anything before we get going?
Nothing interesting.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah.
Number one thing, don't take advice from some asshole on the radio.
All right.